Okay.
Yes, good morning, guys. How's everything? So today we should complete Unit 7, right? So
Right.
what did you study last lesson?
We study
How to read?
how to read the
How to read the time?
yes,
Read the
and
time, right?
present simple WH questions.
Yes, and structuring questions in the present simple using WH questions, what, when, and so on, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So if I ask you, Abdulaziz, what time is it now? It's 9:45. How to read it in the
Yes.
British way?
British way we said quarter.
Yeah.
Quarter to 9.
Here it's 9:45. So how to read it? It's a quarter to
9.
To 9 or to 10?
To 10. To 10. Yes.
Quarter to 10, right?
Yes.
But
Right.
if it is 9:30, Ibrahim, what time is it?
9:30.
What time is it?
Quarter.
How to read it in the British way?
Quarter 9.
Quarter? Why quarter here?
Quarter 2.
Here, how many minutes, Ibrahim? How many minutes?
9:30.
Here, 30 minutes, right?
Right.
30 minutes. How to read 30 minutes in the British way? Quarter or half?
Half.
So half what? Can you complete?
Quarter half 9.
And a quarter half 9? Well, half?
Half.
Half what? Half past or half past or half 2?
Half 2.
Half 2. Are you sure?
Half back.
Half past what?
2.
Half past what, ya Ibrahim? What's the number of the hour?
9.
9. So half past 9. 9:30. نسيت يا إبراهيم شكلك. نسيت يا إبراهيم.
Yes.
So please practice يا إبراهيم, الله يرضى عليك. Please practice as much as you can. Practice with your friends, with your brothers. Any practice, anytime, please. You must practice يا إبراهيم. You must practice.
Okay.
طيب, let's start يا شباب. Prepositions with time expressions. Prepositions with time expressions. Number the words in order from beginning to the end of the day. يلا. Morning. Morning. After morning, what?
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
Or morning. بعدين midday. Midday, right? Midday يعني 12 p.m. يعني 12 الساعة 12 الظهر. يبقى morning. بعدين midday. After that.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Yes. Afternoon next.
Night.
Evening.
Evening.
Right? Finally midnight. اللي هي 12 a.m. نص الليل يعني خلاص كنا نايمين خلاص. Right? So here again. Morning. Midday.
Morning, midday. Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Evening.
Midnight. Midday يعني 12 p.m. Midnight يعني 12 a.m. Does that make sense?
midday يعني
midday يعني خلاص انتصف النهار أو انتصف الليل.
Okay.
Midnight. I have to go to bed before midnight. لازم يكون في سرير قبل الساعة 12. midday I finish school after midday. After midday يعني in the afternoon. So you start school in the morning and you finish in the afternoon. In the afternoon. Okay.
Yes.
Afternoon from after الظهر prior to العصر prior. Okay.
Yes.
العصر prior between the period between العصر prior and the ظهر prior is called midday. Sorry, afternoon. Clear يا
Yes.
شباب؟
Clear.
طيب. Here, are you a morning person? Answer the quiz questions. Are you a morning person? خلينا نشوف. What do you mean a morning person? As you know,
يعني
some
تصحى
people
بدري.
love exactly get up early, and some
Yes.
people know
Yes.
they don't like getting up early, and they let me say they wake up after midday. يعني يصحى منهم كده الساعة 1 الظهر 2 الظهر. Okay.
Yes.
What about you? When do you get up on weekdays? Do you know what I mean by weekdays?
Yes.
Off day.
From Sunday, no, weekdays. يعني from Sunday to Thursday.
Day.
يعني
I
days you
wake
will
up
go to
at
school. Days you
Yes.
go to school. We have 5 weekdays and the 2 weekends,
Yes.
right?
yes.
When do you
Right.
get up on weekdays?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. or 6 a.m.?
AM.
6 a.m. Yes.
6 a.m. And you, Ibrahim?
Yes.
5 AM.
5 a.m. طيب, when do you get up at the weekend? Like today. Today, for example.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. 9
Yes.
a.m. And you, Ibrahim?
7 AM.
7 a.m.
Yes.
طيب, what do you usually do on Sunday morning? What do you do on Saturday morning? Like today. What do you usually do on Sunday morning or Saturday morning? Because Saturday morning, this is our weekend. But in the UK, this is their weekend. Ibrahim, what do you usually do on Sunday morning or Saturday morning?
I wake up and eat breakfast.
Then what?
Then I sit on the chair.
Okay, doing what?
Watching TV.
After watching TV,
Go to shower.
then after having your shower,
Go to sleep.
go to sleep. How go to sleep? You have just got up. How go to sleep again? Sunday morning.
No.
So after
Sunday.
having a breakfast and having a shower and sitting or watching TV, as you mentioned, so then
Yes.
you should start your program. What about your homework?
Yes.
What about your
Yes,
study?
yes.
What about your exercise?
Yes.
What about your hobbies? What you like doing? What about you, Abdulaziz? What do you usually do on Sunday morning or on Saturday morning?
Get up at 6 a.m. and
Okay.
I eat breakfast and I got shower. After I got shower,
Yes.
I do my
Yes, you start your program, doing your homework, reading the news, for example, or reading your lessons or science book. Okay, your science lesson, for example, doing your English homework, studying
Yes.
for our school exams. Okay, For
Oh.
example, going to the beach to exercise, for example, if you live near to the beach. Okay. Type. Ibrahim again. Do you have breakfast every day?
Yes.
What time or when do you have your breakfast?
8 or 9.
In the morning.
Yes.
Where do you usually have your breakfast? With your family or at school or what?
With my family.
With your family.
Yes.
Type. And you, Abdulaziz, when do you have breakfast every day?
In the morning. Yes.
In the morning.
Yes.
Okay, before going to school?
Yes.
Okay. So do you like doing exercise in the morning, ya Abdulaziz?
Yes.
What do you usually
Yes,
do?
I do. Exercise. I do a lot of exercise. Yes.
Okay. Right.
I do push up. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. And you, Brian?
Yes.
Do you like doing exercise in the morning?
Not really.
Okay.
I just do in the evening, not in the morning.
Okay. That's it. So now, ya shabab, look at the time expressions in the box and write them next to the correct preposition. Here, as you see, weekdays, the weekend, Sunday morning, the day afternoon, 3:45, day, weekend, right? So here, ya shabab, we have 4 time prepositions: on, in, at, every, right? On Friday, who can complete?
Me.
Yes, Abdulaziz.
On Friday.
Yes.
Weekend.
No. On weekdays. Weekdays. Please write, ya shabab, in your book. Here. Weekdays. On weekdays. On Friday. What else? On Sunday morning.
Yes.
On Sunday morning. So here, as you see, we use on with days of the week. On Saturday, on Friday, any day of the week. Also with weekdays, you can say I always go to school on weekdays. I don't go to the beach on weekdays. أنا في أيام الأسبوع ما بروح البيتش, but just at the weekend. Right? I usually have PE on Sunday morning. دايما كل يوم الأحد الصباح عندي حصة PE. For example. Clear يا شباب?
Yes.
Ibrahim, clear?
Yes. Clear.
So when we use on, Ibrahim, can you read on expressions?
On the table.
يا ابراهيم تايم يا ابراهيم صح شوي الله يكرمك شكلك لسه نايم. فبا
لا
يا
أستاذ
ابراهيم
تعبان.
احنا بنتكلم سلامات. Sorry to hear that. يا ابراهيم we will talk about time expressions.
Okay.
ما تقوليش on the table, تقول لي on weekdays, on Fridays, on Saturdays, on Saturday. Okay.
On Friday.
On Friday, yes. Okay. Also, you can say on Friday morning. I have
On Friday.
yes, I have a swimming lesson on Fridays. I usually have English lesson on Sunday evening. Okay?
Okay.
طيب in when we use in يا رجالة when we use on
on for
in
weekdays.
In
we use
in the evening.
in the evening, in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, yes, in the afternoon.
And
What else?
3
Huh?
in the morning.
In the morning, exactly, in the morning. يبقى days, the 3 day periods of the day, say in the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening, use in, right? And also you
Yes.
can use
Right.
in with the reason, with the season. يعني أقول in the summer, in the winter, in the fall. I usually
Okay.
have break in the summer. خلاص في السمر خلاص باخد break. فاهم؟ ليه يا شباب؟
Okay.
Or also you can use in with the month, or like in October. I was
Yes.
born in October. I was born in October. أنا اتولدت في شهر أكتوبر. I start school in August. I visit my grandparents in January مثلا.
Yes.
Okay. Also use
Okay.
in with the year. With the year. Which year are we in يا أخوانا? Which year
In,
are we in?
October.
In 23. In 23. In 2023. In 2023 في 2023. يبقى نقول له in 2023. Right? طيب at يلا when we use at
for the times.
time. Right?
Yes.
طيب at 2 o'clock
At 3:45.
Yes.
At 3:45 exactly. 3 let me write it. 3:45 time. What else?
And
At weekdays.
No, weekend.
No.
At the
and
weekend.
weekends.
At the weekend يعني في نهاية الأسبوع. At the weekend. Okay? يبقى at 2 o'clock, at 3:45 أو quarter to 4 at the weekend. طيب every يا شباب.
Every morning.
Every week, every day.
Yes.
Every day,
Every day.
every weekend. Every weekend. كل نهاية أسبوع. I go to the beach every weekend. I go out every weekend. You know?
Yes.
I go to school every day or every weekday. Clear يا شباب؟
Please.
يا حبايب يلا listen and check. Listen and check. Track 711. 711.
Unit 7, Recording 11. 1. On Friday. On weekdays. On
weekday,
Sunday morning.
On Sunday morning. Okay?
2.
In?
In the evening.
In the evening.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
3. At 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
At the weekend.
At the
At
weekend.
3:45.
At 3:45.
4.
Every week.
Every week.
Every day.
Every day.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. طيب يلا يا عبد الله يا إبراهيم. Can you repeat them please? On يلا.
On the weekdays.
On weekdays.
Yes. On Sunday morning.
In
the afternoon. In the morning.
Okay.
At 3:45.
Okay.
At the weekend.
Perfect. Excellent. طيب every.
Every day, every weekend.
Thank you. Abdulaziz, can you repeat, please?
Okay. Okay. On Friday, weekdays, Sunday morning,
Right.
and in the evening,
Mhm.
in the afternoon, and in the weekend.
Okay. And
And
every.
um, every weekend and
Okay. Thank you very much. طيب شباب يلا can you complete please? Are you an evening person? يلا. Are you an evening person? Choose. Can you complete please?
Okay.
okay.
Choose the right preposition. On, at, in. يلا who can start يا رجالة؟ Who can
Ami,
start؟ يلا يا أبو خليل. Go ahead.
when
أبو
do
خليل.
you
أبو
go?
خليل يعني إبراهيم. عارف أنت إبراهيم الموضوع ده؟
يعرف.
أوكي. يعني ما تزعل لما أقول لك أبو خليل ها؟
أي عادي.
يلا أوكي. ها. Next.
When do you go to bed on weekdays?
Excellent. On weekdays. Yes. Do you agree, Azizu Abdulaziz?
Yes.
Okay. I call you Zizu. Okay, Abdulaziz?
Okay, no problem.
Yes. Okay. يلا. Two.
At
Huh.
two, when do
Two.
you go to bed? In the weekends.
Do you agree, Abu Khalil?
Yes.
Do you agree? In
Yes,
the
I
weekend?
agree.
Oh, راجع نفسكم يا شباب. راجع
Right.
نفسكم. The weekend. Huh? The weekend.
On.
On.
No, 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 no.
At.
At the weekend.
And
At the weekend. At the weekend, right? يبقى weekdays أو on. أما weekend أو at. طيب يلا 3.
What do you usually do?
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening. On.
Do you agree, Abu Khalil, Abu Azizu, Abdulaziz?
yes.
Yes, he's right. On Saturday evening. Perfect, ya Abu Khalil. طيب 4.
Do you cook dinner every day?
Exactly. Do you agree, Ibrahim?
Yes, I
you
agree.
agree. Perfect. Type 5.
Do you like doing exercise?
Doing exercise. The evening.
In this.
Exactly. In the evening. Yes. In the evening. Okay. Well done. Perfect. طيب شباب, now let's give a minute. Give a mini talk. Give a mini talk. يعني give short talk. Match activities in the box with photos. What time of day do people usually do these activities? Right? Okay. What are they doing? What are they doing, يا شباب?
Exercise.
They are exercising, right? They are doing exercise.
Yes.
Type, what time? What time?
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Okay. Let's say every morning. No, Every morning.
Yes, every morning.
Right. You will listen, go for a walk, having a coffee, running, doing taekwondo, going to a restaurant, reading a newspaper. So listen carefully, Shabab, and listen to me giving a mini talk about morning routines in China. Number the things in the order you hear.
Okay.
Right? So this, you will listen to Chinese people talking about their morning daily routine. Morning daily routine. Okay? Ready?
Okay. Ready.
Listen and write the order, huh?
Okay.
Which track يا شباب? 11 or 12? 12, right?
Maybe.
Unit 7, recording 12.
Most people get up early in China. We usually get up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Breakfast is important, and people usually have soup with rice. People eat other food too. It depends which part of China you live in. Most people drink tea at other times of the day, but not for breakfast. They don't drink anything for breakfast. Young people usually start school at 8 o'clock. They have breakfast at home first, and then they go to school. But the school day doesn't start with lessons. It starts with exercise for about 30 minutes.
Yes.
Some people don't have breakfast at home. Working people buy breakfast from shops and cafes on the way to work. Older people sometimes go to the park to do exercise together before breakfast.
Excellent, يا شباب. Talk about Chinese people, huh? So focus
Yes.
on younger people, or older people, and school students. Right? Listen again.
Right.
Unit 7, recording 12.
Most people get up early in China. We usually get up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock.
When do usually Chinese people get up, يا شباب?
7:30.
6:30.
6:30 or 7 o'clock, right?
7 o'clock.
Means they usually get up early.
Yes.
Yep. Next.
Breakfast is important, and people usually have soup with rice. People eat other food too. It depends which part of China you live in.
So, do they usually have breakfast once they get up? Yes.
No, they.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they have their breakfast. What they
Yes.
usually have for breakfast?
Soup.
Soup.
Soup with rice. Soup
Yes.
with rice.
Most
Soup.
people drink tea at other times of the day, but not for breakfast.
Do they drink tea for breakfast?
No.
No.
No. They drink tea later of the day, right? Not for breakfast.
They don't drink
Right.
anything for breakfast. Young people usually start school at 8 o'clock. They have breakfast at home first.
So when do usually students start school?
8.
And
8.
where do they have breakfast? Where? Where do they have their breakfast?
In the cafe.
At home.
At
At
home.
home.
Yes.
At home. At home.
And then they go to school. But the school day doesn't start with lessons. It starts with exercise for about 30 minutes.
So what is the first activity at the school?
Exercise.
Doing
Exercise.
exercise. How long?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Do they start with a math lesson?
No.
Do they start with a math lesson? No. They start with
Yes.
a 30-minute PE lesson. All the school. All the school. Do you like this
Yes.
idea, Shabab? Would you like to try this in your school?
We have this
No.
in the school.
You
Yeah.
start your school day with doing exercises for 30 minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
30 minutes?
Or 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes, right?
Yes. Right.
Okay, listen.
Some people don't have breakfast at home. Working people buy breakfast from shops and cafes on the way to work.
Where do working people have breakfast?
In the cafe.
And the cafe. Yes.
Yes, so they buy their breakfast on the way to work from shops or cafes or restaurants.
Older people sometimes go to the park to do exercise together before breakfast.
What do the older people do? The older people, like your grandparents, you know, your grandfather, your grandmother, what do they do? Do they exercise before or after breakfast?
Before breakfast.
Before breakfast. Where? Where
Yes.
do they do exercise?
In the park.
In the park. That's
Yes.
why you can find a lot of parks in the cities, right?
Yes.
They provide each neighborhood with, you can say, 2 or 3 parks based on the number of people living there. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
طيب يلا, listen again and write true or false. Exercise B.
Okay.
Listen again.
Teacher,
Yes?
can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, please quickly, Ibrahim.
Okay.
Unit 7, Recording 12.
Most people get up early in China. We usually get up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Breakfast is important, and people usually have soup with rice. People eat other food too. It depends which part of China you live in. Most people drink tea at other times of the day, but not for breakfast. They don't drink anything for breakfast. Young people usually start school at 8 o'clock. They have breakfast at home first, and then they go to school. But the school day doesn't start with lessons. It starts with exercise for about 30 minutes. Some people don't have breakfast at home. Working people buy breakfast from shops and cafes on the way to work. Older people sometimes go to the park to do exercise together before breakfast.
Okay, number 1, Ibrahim. True or false? Abdulaziz.
Yes.
Huh.
False.
False. Why? Why do most people win?
Because Chinese people wake up at 6:30 or 7.
Exactly. Type 2.
Yes. Most Chinese people. False.
False. They don't drink anything for breakfast. Type 3, Ibrahim.
Yes. Young people start school with exercise. Truth.
True. True.
Yes.
Type
Yes.
4, working people sometimes buy breakfast from a cafe.
Truth.
True. True, not truth. True. True يعني صح.
True. Okay.
True. Type 5 يا عبد العزيز.
Other people do exercise in the park after the. True.
After breakfast? ولا before breakfast?
No. Before breakfast.
before.
France.
Okay.
Yes.
Now listen
Yeah.
again to Al-Kis giving a mini talk about food and the meals in his country, Russia. You will listen to someone from Russia, right? Listen carefully.
Right.
And after listening, ya shabab, each one of you should talk about daily routine in your country. Yeah, listen. After this listening, ya shabab, we need to stop, then join the meeting again, please.
Okay.
Unit 7, Recording 13.
Russian people usually have breakfast at about 7 o'clock in the morning. We usually have kasha, that's a kind of porridge, or bread, eggs, cheese, things like that. And people usually drink tea or coffee for breakfast. Lunch in Russia is important. It's the main meal of the day. On working days, Russian people usually have a lunch break for 1 hour, from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. A typical lunch in Russia is soup, then meat with potatoes, then a hot fruit drink. Dinner is also an important meal in Russia. We usually have dinner at about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. The family talks during dinner, and sometimes they watch the news on TV. Again, we have soup and meat or fish with potatoes. After dinner, many Russian people like drinking tea with sugar.
Again. Listen again.
Unit 7, Recording 13.
Shabab, be careful, listen, and which one doesn't he doesn't mention or talk about, right?
Special meat.
Yeah, listen again.
Russian people usually have breakfast at about 7 o'clock in the morning. We usually have kasha, that's a kind of porridge, or bread, eggs, cheese, things like that. And people usually drink tea or coffee for breakfast.
Okay, Shabab, we have to stop now. Please join the meeting again.
Okay.